going to happen.
So when are you trading Carey Price?
Probably next week.
Yeah, but more seriously, do you think that this is a problem? Like, I want to get everybody's takes on this one because this is a hot topic, of course. Because as soon as there's a drop in Carey Price's play, you'll hear it for sure. At 10.5 million, I can understand. But where's your trade? Where's your hand in terms of pulling the trigger on this
Here's the
trade
thing.
for Carey Price?
Like, imagine right now if we were not 8-2-2, but we were, I can't do the math, but 4-5, okay, whatever, 5-5-2.
Okay.
I think people would be panicking, right? Like, those games we won against Vancouver was not because Price came up huge, it's because we scored 6 goals, 7 goals.
Mm-hmm.
If our offense was not there and we had lost those games with Price playing how he played, I think the panic would be much more felt, right?
Yeah.
So I do think he's been bailed out this year so far. And right now it's not a concern because we're winning.
Mm-hmm.
But if our offense had not stepped up, I think there'd be worry there for sure.
I mean, yeah, I don't think Carey Price has played up to his potential for sure. And I think, honestly, what I'd say is if maybe Jake Allen and Carey Price were on a more equal playing field in terms of their like legacy and careers, I think Jake Allen would have stolen the starting job from Carey Price from just like the confidence and kind of play we've seen from both goalies as of yet. Obviously, you like when you take into account how good Carey Price has been in the past and all of that, then like for sure Carey Price is going to be your number one guy, and I have full confidence in Carey Price. But I'm just saying that Jake Allen has shown kind of the confidence and being there as a solid goalie where I haven't seen as much as that from Carey Price. Having said that, I would, the only reason I would ever trade Carey Price, I wouldn't trade Carey Price, to be honest. I don't see a way of trading him that would make sense for the team, losing a big piece like that while also making another team benefit in a way where we get something back that would work. I don't see it happening.
I mean, the thing is that, I agree with both of what you said. Like there's that side of the fact that, he's far into his career. He's proven everything that he needs to prove that he is the number one for this team. And in another circumstance, yes, Jake Allen is playing better than him. But I think it's a definite overreaction here because the guy has played 7 games and it's been a quite even split. And out of all of the games that he played, I will say that the Ottawa one was like the one that was most evident that like he did not have a good game. But all of the other ones, the Calgary game where he played, he was solid up until the weak goal that he sent. So your image is tarnished by that, right? Because it's like a weak goal and it's Carey Price and he doesn't look as sharp as he normally does. But all of the other games, he's had some very key saves. But I do agree with you that if you always expect like those years in 2014 where you literally shot the puck and as a Habs fan, you did not think that it was possible for it to go in. Like there was a moment in Carey Price's career, we used to talk about it, is like we were surprised that the puck would go in, especially on a clean shot. Like if there was nobody in front, if there's nobody in front, there's no chance.
Yeah. All the commentators, they all had the same line. Like if he sees the puck, it's not getting by him, right?
No chance.
And chance. My only issue with it is I fully believe in Price. I know he has the ability and he showed it in the playoffs last year. But I can see the other side of the argument because if he has a bad year this year, that's 4 years in a row that he's a below average goaltender.
Yeah.
Which at some point it's like, okay, well, where do you cut your losses, right? I'm not saying trade him, obviously. He has the ability. I know he does. Hopefully this Jake Allen situation kind of makes him realize like, oh shit, this starter spot might not forever be mine. Mm-hmm. And maybe I do have to put some more work in. But it's kind of like, if people have been following the news, like this GameStop situation, right? Like at some point, where do you cut your losses, right?
Such a relevant topic to bring up.
Some people are going to be left holding on to this non-valuable asset. And is that what Price is going to be if he has a few more bad years? Right?
Jesus
Christ. Is there a short squeeze happening in Carey Price's career? Is he going to go up to one saving percentage and doesn't let it anything?
Hey, if he brings us the cup this year, then I'm all for it. I'll hold the bag for the next 10 years.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say, like, yeah, I think when you're paying someone $10 million a year, you kind of have that expectation that they're going to be there to win you those games. And that's my only kind of issue with seeing kind of some like not great performances this year. But as you said, it's like, it's very early. And I think, like, to argue your point that he's been not great the last 4 years, yes, but also the Habs have been not great too. So I mean, like, true, yeah. When we're talking about like the 2014 and a few years before that, like the Habs were consistently like top 3 in the East or the Atlantic, and those were
the
like,
whole system was defense.
Yeah,
the whole thing that Michel Therrien was putting in. The team, the systems was built off the fact that you have this unreal goaltender. You're gonna score 2 to 3 goals. And you only take 3 goals to win a hockey game, les boys, okay? But that was the truth back in the day. When you had Carey Price, 3 goals, and then after that, just Carey Price, that's a recipe for success.
3 goals.
3 goals. No, but Michel Therrien gets a lot of flack, so does Marc Bergevin for not scoring. But this is how we made it in the back in the day. And now things, of course, have changed because we're a more offensive team, and this is the way the league has trended. But I think that does come to the detriment of maybe some of the numbers and some of the way that these goals are going in for Carey Price. I still think that there's another level. I'm not going to say that it just has to do with the systems and that's it, that's all. But right now, I think you pay I'm totally fine with the contract because I know what fucking Carey Price did in the bubble. He has that in him. He has that still in him. And for this team, maybe he won't be the same Carey Price that he was like all throughout the season, but maybe he doesn't need to be because he needs to fucking save that shit. He's been overworked after all of these years, and you want him to be the guy in the playoffs. So, I mean, that's all I got to say on Carey Price. I don't know if you guys have anything else to say because, it's still early in this season.
Yeah, I know. I think we covered it pretty well. I hope he can find his game more. I don't think he's like, trust me, I don't think he's shitting the bed really. Like, I think he's playing all right. He's just not playing Carey Price goalie, like goaltending. Like it's not up to par.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm breaking the fucking record because I feel like I've been saying that for the last
it's
2-3 years on this fucking podcast.
100%. Anyways, so that